SEO is my new obsession, but I don't see how it converts to sales. I've been binge learning SEO for the past few months, and I've managed to figure out the process, keyword search, long tail, tofu, bofu, what the freak is that? Figured out what all of the techie terms mean and wrote a few blogs, but the million-dollar question is, how do I convert all this newfound wealth of knowledge into money? What is the mechanism that I can turn on to get sales? What am I missing?
They're wanting to turn their knowledge of SEO into money.
Yes.
Question.
Yeah, how does SEO convert into dollars? Because in this economy, we need more money.
Well, can I answer their question with another question?
Sure.
What's the purpose of SEO?
The purpose of SEO is to optimize for search engines. We talked about this last week.
So how does that convert to money? Is, I guess, the question that they're asking.
Yeah, I feel like they should kind of know the answer. I don't know if there's like a question within this question that I'm missing, because it seems like the answer's kind of obvious.
To make money from SEO, it's basically your business gets found, and then those views get turned into customers, and then those customers pay. Boom, you've made money.
Yeah, SEO doesn't really make people money. That's what people forget. Like, for instance, I can take a picture of a pile of dog crap, create a website about it, and get it ranked number 1 and just make no money. But people would say, oh, but if your SEO is really good, you're found. Yeah, exactly. But you don't make money unless you have a good offer. You don't have a good offer if you don't have a good product at a price point that people like, with good reviews, good history, etc. Demand for that thing. And so people get it confused because they're thinking, well, if I just rank well, I should just make a ton of money. But your product might suck, your service might suck, and just knowing the fundamentals of SEO is kind of pointless if you don't understand how to have a good product.
Yeah, you're like the most popular ugly guy.
So this person is asking, how can they take their newfound knowledge of SEO and turn that into a money-making stream? So I guess we need to first of all understand what their objectives are. Are they doing this for their own business, or did they just learn this just for the heck of it, and now they want to turn
that is a good question, because that does change the question. Because if he's doing it for his own business, then the answer is kind of obvious. But if he's learning SEO and he's trying to figure out, how do I help other people and make money doing SEO for other people, that is a different
How do you break into a very saturated market?
Right. And I think people need to understand marketing as a whole before they start worrying about selling it. Because if all he knows are these basic fundamentals, everything he's listed is something people can research on AI in not 3 months, in like minutes, days, a few weeks. So, like, no offense, but there's nothing special about you if you're like, check it out, I've read all these blog posts, I know everything, now what? You and everybody else. So you really have to go deeper. SEO is just one form of marketing. There's paid ads, there's organic, which is under SEO is under the umbrella of organic. So is organic social media. There's, large media buys, there could be, video advertising, etc. Right. And so e-commerce, I guess if we make this simpler and someone's saying, look, I'm learning about SEO or marketing, how do I make money? Well, the answer is you need to be good at it. And if you're good at it, then you're going to be able to get your company in front of a lot of people. And then they're going to say, well, hey, can you make my company explode too? That's really all it comes down to. So just knowing what to do is really worthless, because anybody can know what to do nowadays. You need to actually do it and be good at it.
Realistically, if they know what comprises SEO and they know what to do, they should understand that fundamentally that there's a lot of man hours involved. That you don't just say, I know the secret to SEO, your business is now ranked number 1, congratulations. It's, okay, now you know what to do. Now you know how to allocate your time and how to hire people and how to put them on projects, because with SEO, you're devoting, with some of our bigger clients, tens to hundreds of hours per month on working on these organic resources. You're building out citations, you're building out links to your website, you're working on page content. It's not just a switch that you can flip. You actually have to go through and put in the work and make that work pay off for you.
So the barrier to entry is kind of low for SEO, is what I'm getting. So if you take a few months to learn all these basic terms, you're not really that much further ahead of the average business owner, given the tools that we have today. You need to learn more. For me personally, the best way to learn is to just do something, because you can spend all your time studying every single term and every single plugin or every single method, and then you can get to actually doing the work and realize that half of that stuff you will never even use or remember. My method of learning is just go start doing what you can, and then when you run into problems, that's when you start acquiring different skills and assets. Then you're kind of running a little bit more lean with your knowledge base.
Don't give up, I guess. Like, we've kind of given some harsh answers, but I think we give that kind of answer because we'll have clients all the time. They're like, hey, I used ChatGPT this weekend and I basically figured out everything you do, and why aren't you doing this and this and this and this and this? And it's kind of the like equivalent of anybody in any industry coming in and just saying, hey, I know you've put years into becoming an expert in this, but I just wanted to let you know that I think that your job is really easy, and I figured it out in like 2 minutes because I used AI.
It's like going to the McDonald's being like, hey, I figured out how to make a hamburger, so you guys are finished.
Yeah. And again, maybe this question was not meant in that way, so don't take it wrong if you didn't mean it that way. You have to start somewhere. SEO is such a long game. It requires a lot of patience. So if you're thinking, oh, I learned everything there is to know, great, cool, can I make money now? You're not thinking about it right.